So let's stick with speakers. Let's go to Q Acoustics, because they really have been knocking it out of the park for a number of years now.
They don't tend. I mean, obviously, unless they move away from and do something radical, because the Concept 300, not Concept 300, I can't remember which one it is. The wireless active speakers, they were more interesting, but again, that's because Q Acoustics took some very defined decisions. Concept 50 is not a radical. Well, insofar as the technology involved that Q Acoustics has been evolving is quite unusual in itself, but it's very much in keeping with what they've been doing for nearly 10 years now. And as you might expect, it's extremely good. It's not perfect. I don't want to go. The review will go up and it covers lots and lots of things. Sonically, this is an outstanding loudspeaker. It's extremely impressive. It suffers from an issue that I have seen once or twice with various bits of kit over the years, and ironically, sometimes more often than not with Q Acoustics kit. It's a slender floor stander. Now, there are rules about selling slender floor standers in the United Kingdom in 2022. They have to pass a stability test. They don't flatten your children or pets. And there are various different ways of going about this. If you look at stock photos of the Concept 50, you will see it has effectively a sort of chrome outrigger, which attaches to the back of the loudspeaker. Now, choosing my words carefully, I'm not going to name any names, but a number of loudspeaker companies recognize that the stability solutions that they come up with take up a lot of space and are rather ungainly. So with a certain degree of breathtaking cynicism, you can simply attach the spikes directly to the holes where the plinth would go. Q Acoustics, it's all or nothing, baby. You have to use this big chrome boomerang at the back of the loudspeaker, and it gives it. I was trying to work this out. I think the only thing I've tested in recent history that has a larger footprint than the Concept 50 is the Ellipson Heritage XLS 15, which is enormous. It takes up a surprising amount of space because the curve to the boomerang means that it doesn't take up exactly the amount of space that you think it might be, or allow you to slide it behind things or so on and so forth. So it requires an enormous amount of room. And ironically, the speaker itself does not require an enormous amount of room. It's actually very civilized, even when quite close to boundaries. Now, I don't want to have an over-downer on this because the sonic performance is excellent, and most people are unlike me, and they don't try and run two pairs of loudspeakers side by side. But it's sonically, I can't felt. Oh, there you go. Well, you can just see that garners a highly recommended badge and comes 9 out of 10. If you're viewing this, it's extremely good. The other thing I would say is that it's extremely good, but where the Concept 30, the stand mount that I reviewed first, that's £1,000. Sorry, no, that's a £900 speaker, so it's £100 cheaper than some of the key competition, and it's better than all of them. This at £2,000 is pretty much price equivalent to key competition, sometimes fractionally more expensive than key competition. It's fractionally more expensive than the Sonos Faber Lumina 3, which is roughly the same sort of configuration. So it doesn't have that slight price advantage, and it's not quite as breathtakingly brilliant. But I mean, we are talking degrees of excellence here. It's still a phenomenal loudspeaker, and I did thoroughly enjoy spending time with it. You would be cutting your nose off to spite your face if you are looking for a speaker in this price point not to at least organize a demonstration of it. Then you can have a look at the foot. I mean, it's a fabulous piece of industrial design. It's just one of those cases of a fabulous piece of industrial design that I don't think necessarily had much contact with the outside world before it was implemented. But by all means, if you are shopping for a speaker at this price point, do get a listen because they are sensational. There is a matching center speaker, so it could well be exactly what you're looking for. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I do think that its little brother is very slightly better, though.
Ed, can I just confirm you said it does have a center speaker?
It does have a center speaker. There is a matching center speaker in the range.
Yeah, it's just you're breaking up.
There's no dedicated effect. Sorry, I've turned everyone else's internet off, so obviously I'm having local issues because that's all the internet I've got. No, it has got a matching center speaker. There's no effects or surround speakers beyond the stand mount, so that's something that you might have to shop for separately.
Okay, good stuff. And that review will be up soon. It's not published just yet, but it will be up in the next few days. So keep an eye on AV Forums for that. You can read the full review and find out exactly what Ed thinks.